You are born of the crucible of time, the relentless filtration system of survival of the fittest, the harshest mechanism in the universe. What is alpha? The word itself comes from alphabet. Alpha number 1, beta number 2. Alpha, beta, alphabet. Alpha and beta are the first and second letters of the Greek alphabet. An interesting study was done. This comes from a book by Dr. Robert Cialdini, Influence, the Psychology of Persuasion. A group of 10 people were given a task. They quickly organized into a hierarchy. A quickly, automatically, mostly subconsciously, self-organized hierarchy with the alpha up on top. But here's the interesting thing. They did this several different times with several different groups. They took all the alphas and put them in one group. Then they took all the people that were down at the very bottom of each group and put them in one group. And guess what? This same hierarchy kept popping up everywhere. A group of alphas self-organized into a hierarchy with one alpha up on top. A group of bottom-level betas organized into a hierarchy with an alpha up on top. One leader and then everybody else down the hierarchy. What does this mean, dear viewer? It means that being an alpha is not at all fixed. Being alpha is very much dependent on the context. Being alpha is more of a choice than anything else. A choice of deciding what to do on your own rather than asking somebody else what you should do. A choice to go first instead of waiting for somebody else to go first to prove that it's safe. A choice to decide what to do before the world decides for you. A choice to act upon the world and all the people in it instead of waiting passively for the world to act upon you. Simply because you are paying attention to this now, you have plenty of experiences of both. There have been times when you held back, when you waited to see things unfold, when you waited to get a read of the place before you made any potentially foolish decisions. Then there were times where you charged on ahead, sometimes despite other people telling you to slow down and wait for them. You have a unique collection of experiences in your brain. You've experienced things others haven't. You've done things others haven't. You've made decisions that others couldn't possibly have made. You've risen to the occasion many, many times. Being an alpha is a choice you can make every single day. Do you wait and play it safe, or do you go first and accept whatever comes? Being an alpha isn't easy. It's certainly not automatic. It's much, much easier to sit on the sidelines and second guess everybody who is out in the game. But you know from experience that in the game is where all the action is. You know that to build a life for yourself, a life worthy of admiration and respect, you need to get in the game. You know that you've got to make the tough choices just like you've done in the past. The more you cultivate your innate alpha traits, the more others will admire and respect you. The more you cultivate your innate alpha traits, the more alive you'll feel. The more courage and playfulness you'll feel in social situations. The easier it will be for you to disqualify people who do not measure up. The more confident you'll be when you look the world in the face and demand it give you something to work with. You know from experience that sometimes an alpha lives a lonely life. Few people feel comfortable away from the safety of the sidelines. Few people feel comfortable away from the company of misery. Few people feel comfortable taking real adult responsibility for their lives. Because you've demonstrated alpha traits before, you can do it again. You know it's much better to live a life of the solitary alpha desired by many than a life of a comfortable beta surrounded by mediocrity. How do you choose your alpha nature? Own every space you are in. Every time you enter into a new venue, take some time. Slowly gaze around the place and measure everybody up. Do not look at others with eyes of desperate approval seeking. Do not be shy or timid or polite. Be blatant. Look at others with eyes of ruthless qualification. Who are you? What can you do for me? In what ways might we work well together? What weaknesses might you be hiding from me? What are your best traits and how might I benefit from them? Yes, you should keep these ideas to yourself, but you have one life. You have one mind. You have one collection of experiences. You have only one precious future that is always unfolding, always being created. The question you must always ask yourself is this: is your future that is always unfolding regardless being created by you, or are you simply allowing it to happen however it happens? Do you choose who is allowed to be in your life with you? Or do you just passively accept whatever you end up with and hope for the best? You are descended from tens of thousands of generations who fought viciously just for the right to survive, just for the right to reproduce and keep your lineage alive. You are born of the crucible of time, the relentless filtration system of survival of the fittest, the harshest mechanism in the universe. Flowing through your blood is the DNA of vicious, ruthless, dominating conquerors who refuse to sit by and watch life pass them by. Right here, right now, you have a golden opportunity. There are so many desperate men and women out there waiting for somebody like you, somebody to lead them, somebody to protect them, somebody to go first and let everybody else know that everything is going to be okay. The more you consider this, why you are here watching this right now, the more you realize that only you can make this true. Asserting your alpha dominance will lead to glorious conquests. Asserting your alpha dominance will increase your health, your financial situation, your social situation, your romantic situation. This will not happen on its own. This will not be easy. If it were easy, everybody would be an alpha. Everybody would be rich, ripped, and desired by all. Being alpha is a choice that requires never-ending courage and determination. But there is something about you, something that is different from others. The way you see things, the way you interpret things, the unique way you dream about your future, about your ambitions, about what you will create, about who you will lead. You can feel this now. You can feel the respect and admiration of millions surging through your veins. This is the destiny of the alpha. This is the destiny of you. This is your choice to make. Make that choice now and never look back. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. And for more information, please visit mindpersuasion.com.